There are stories in forgotten coastlines. Stories whispered by fishermen who refuse to sail at night. They speak of a glow rising from the sea. Not blue like plankton, not green like algae, but deep crimson. A light that looks almost alive. For centuries, no one knew what caused these glowing tides. Some believed they were signs of storms. Others blamed spirits. But a handful of explorers found carvings along the shore, etched into black stone, describing a vanished tribe called the Redlight Keepers, a people who discovered something impossible. They learned to turn blood into light. The carvings describe bowls filled with a pulsing red glow, jars that illuminated entire caverns, and rituals where shimmering crimson fog drifted above the sand. These weren't metaphors. They were instructions, diagrams showing veins, shells, and instruments shaped like spirals. And then there's the strangest part. Every carving ends with the same warning. Do not feed the light. Researchers dismissed the legends for years, until divers uncovered a sealed stone chamber below a collapsed cliff. Inside were dozens of spherical containers, each filled with dried residue that still faintly glowed, even after centuries underwater. Test results revealed something disturbing. The glow was biological, not plankton, not algae, something else, something engineered, and mixed into every sample was a trace of human DNA. This wasn't metaphor. This wasn't myth. This was a science so strange, so advanced, and so dangerous that the tribe erased themselves to keep anyone else from using it. But if their bioluminescent discovery was that powerful, what exactly did they create? The Redlight Keepers lived along a volcanic coastline where tides surged violently and the nights were unnervingly dark. Their world depended on fire, torches, embers, and ash, until a deadly eruption scorched their forests and smothered their homes with black smoke. Fire became scarce. Oil became precious. Light became life. To survive, they needed a new source of illumination. Something sustainable, something powerful, something alive. Their shamans believed that everything with life carried a hidden glow, a spirit flame invisible to human eyes. But the tribe's early attempts to extract this glow led to sickness. Torches sputtered. Animals died. People fell ill. Until one night, a hunter noticed something strange. A wounded creature left a faint red trail in the sand that glowed only after touching seawater. The glow pulsed, once, twice, then vanished. The shaman recognized a pattern. The creature's blood reacted to something in the ocean. Over years of experiments, failures, and rituals, the tribe discovered a phenomenon hidden in coastal caves. Colonies of microscopic organisms feeding on minerals washed from volcanic ash. These organisms absorbed iron aggressively, especially from blood. When combined with certain shells and heated stone bowls, the organisms fused with the iron, creating a stable red luminescence. The tribe called it Heartfire. Heartfire did more than illuminate homes. It glowed underwater, pulsed when touched, could be shaped, guided, even grown. But the substance was unpredictable, and its hunger for iron, for blood, was growing stronger. Heartfire changed everything. The tribe no longer feared darkness. They carved homes into cliffside caves illuminated by bowls of shimmering red light. Their boats glowed across the ocean like drifting embers. Night hunts became possible. Rituals became grand, beautiful, and haunting. But something else changed too. Accidents began. Animals exposed too long to Heartfire started behaving erratically, pacing in circles, refusing food, staring into the glow for hours. Fish swam toward it as if hypnotized. Then the first human incident occurred. A boy scraped his arm while carrying a Heartfire bowl. The droplets of blood fell into the mixture, and the glow intensified, growing brighter, hotter, pulsing faster. Within hours, the boy grew weak. His blood iron had dropped dangerously low. The shaman made a horrifying discovery. Heartfire had absorbed the iron from his blood through the air itself. It didn't need contact. It only needed proximity. Heartfire was alive and hungry. The tribe debated destroying it, but by then they were dependent. Their homes, rituals, maps, and even navigation relied on the glowing substance. They believed they could control it, until the great storm. Violent waves struck the coastline, flooding storage caves. Heartfire jars tumbled into seawater, mixing uncontrolled. For the first time in history, the ocean glowed red, a swirling, pulsing light stretching miles offshore. And something began to move beneath the waves, something feeding on the glow. The tribe realized Heartfire was spreading, evolving, awakening. After the Great Storm, the tribe discovered horrifying new behavior. Heartfire now regenerated. Even after being diluted, crushed, or burned, tiny fragments reassembled when exposed to seawater. The shaman realized why the organisms had mutated. The storm's violent mixing of blood, iron, and mineral-rich seawater had triggered a new stage of growth. Heartfire was no longer a tool. It was a colony, collective mind. The glowing red tides expanded further each night, creeping along the shoreline. Fish washed ashore with iron drained from their bodies. Seaweed shriveled. Birds refused to land. The tribe tried sealing Heartfire in heavy stone jars reinforced with volcanic glass. The jars glowed through their walls, pulsing like a heartbeat. Some cracked, some exploded. The shaman proposed one final solution: starve the light. All Heartfire stores would be sealed in a massive ritual vault carved deep into the cliff, a place where seawater couldn't reach and oxygen was scarce. But Heartfire had a final evolution. It began responding to sound. Drums, footsteps, even whispers caused the jars to pulse brighter, hotter, as if it were listening or calling. On the night of the sealing ritual, the vault doors closed. The tribe chanted until the very last second. At dawn, when the doors opened to confirm containment, there was nothing inside. No jars, no bowls, no light. Only a scorch mark on the stone, a perfect human silhouette. When the vault was found empty, the tribe believed they had failed, that Heartfire had escaped into the night. Panic spread through the villages. Some fled inland. Others tried to destroy remaining carvings to erase the knowledge forever. But the oldest shamans stayed behind, and they discovered something stranger than escape. On the beaches, long after the vault incident, faint red glows pulsed beneath the low tide. Not waves, but patterns, rings, spirals, marks that resembled fingerprints. Heartfire wasn't gone. It had merged with something bigger. Some believe Heartfire spread through the underground water channels, seeping into volcanic cracks, disappearing into the deep earth. Others believe the tribe contained it, that they sealed themselves inside the cliffs, sacrificing their lives to stop the spread. But the final legend, the one few dare speak, claims the Heartfire didn't consume the tribe. It became them. The glowing residue found underwater centuries later contains traces of human DNA, but no remains of the tribe have ever been found. Not a single bone. It's as if their bodies dissolved into light. Modern fishermen say that during red tides, when the sea glows like a beating heart, you can see faint silhouettes walking beneath the waves, human-sized shapes glowing softly in the darkness. Some say they're the lost Redlight Keepers. Some say they're warnings. Some say they're waiting. Tell me, do you believe Heartfire destroyed the tribe, or transformed them into something that still walks beneath the glowing sea? Comment your theory, and subscribe for more ancient mysteries the world wasn't meant to remember.